Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about what does a disease look like, and we have studied about that the disease depends upon signs and symptoms. So how does a disease look like? It looks like the signs and symptoms. And then we have also discussed that on the basis of the duration of the disease, they are divided into two categories: acute and chronic. Acute means those diseases which are there in our body for a very short period of time, like common cold. And then chronic diseases are those which remain in our body for a long period of time, even for lifetime, like cancer, diabetes. Okay, so this we have seen. Now today we are going to discuss 13.2.3, chronic disease and poor health. Okay, now what does this mean? Chronic disease means the disease which remain in our body for long time period or even for a lifetime. Okay, so if we have a chronic disease, suppose we have a chronic disease, what will happen to our health? So let us try to discuss this. Let us try to understand one more thing. Before I start this, I'll tell you one story. Okay, so if an army is at the army of terrorists is attacking our country. Okay, if an army of terrorists is attacking our country and then we are fighting with them, suppose we can kill them in one week. Okay, but if the number of the terrorists are more, we will be able to kill them after say about 6 months, or maybe after, not even after 1 year. Then what will happen? How much destruction? In which case will they do more destruction? If our army is able to kill them in 1 week, in that case, or our army is fighting with them for about a year, continuously fighting with them about a year or 6 months. Let us talk about 6 months. So in which case will terrorists do more destruction? The more time they will fight with our army, more destruction they will do, more people they will kill. So like that, in the similar way, if there is a chronic disease, means the disease remains in our body for long duration. Okay, if the disease is chronic, chronic means the disease remains in our body for a long duration or even for lifetime. So if the disease is there, it will do more destruction. If the disease is there in our body for long time, for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or even for lifetime, it will continuously keep on destroying our body. And because of that, our health will be poor, or we will be in poor health. I hope you understood the concept. Let us see what is given in the book. Acute and chronic disease have different effects on our health. Any disease that cause poor functioning of some part of the body will affect our health. This is because all functions of the body are necessary for being healthy. So all the functions are done in our body so that we can remain healthy. But an acute disease which is over very soon will not have time to cause major effects on our health, while a chronic disease will have lot of time, because it will remain in our body for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or even for lifetime, and can cause major problems in our body. As an example, a cough and cold which all of us has from time to time, most of us get better and become well within a week or so, and there are no long lasting effects on our health, means it does not affect our health much. But if we get infected with a chronic disease, suppose we get infected with any chronic disease like tuberculosis or diabetes or cancer. Okay, so suppose tuberculosis of the lungs, then being ill over the years does make us lose weight, feel tired, we cannot concentrate on the school, we cannot study, we cannot do whatever we want to do. We may not even go to school for a few days if we have an acute disease. But a chronic disease will make it difficult for us to follow what is being taught in the school, reduce our ability to learn. In other words, prolonged general poor health. Prolonged means for a long time period we will have poor health. So if we have a chronic disease, means the disease is there in our body for a very long time, then it will have prolonged poor general, we have a prolonged general poor health if we have a chronic disease. So chronic disease have a long term effect on people's health as compared to acute diseases. Okay, now let us discuss about the causes of the disease. So we are going to study about the causes of the disease. Let us discuss this, and I hope you are writing the notes properly in your copies. So let us discuss about causes of disease. Okay, so causes of the diseases can be classified into two categories. Number one, immediate cause, and number two is the contributory causes. Immediate cause and or causes and contributory causes. Okay, so the causes of the disease is categorized into two categories. Number one is immediate cause and number two is contributory causes. So let us discuss about the immediate cause, and then let us, after that we will discuss about the immediate causes, contributory causes. So number one is the immediate cause. Okay, so what is immediate cause? What do you mean by immediate cause? Immediate cause is the microbe or the pathogen which is actually causing the disease. So what is the immediate cause? It is a pathogen which is causing the disease. Pathogen which is causing the disease. Okay, so what is the immediate cause? Immediate cause is the pathogen. What is the pathogen? Disease causing microbe is actually the immediate cause, is actually causing the disease. So for example, like taken any example like elephantiasis is caused by filarial worm. So what is the immediate cause of that disease? Is the worm, filarial worm. It is also called as Wuchereria bancrofti. Is the scientific name of this worm is Wuchereria bancrofti. So elephantiasis is the name of the disease and is caused by filarial worm. So that is the immediate cause. Now what are contributory causes? Let us focus on number two, contributory causes. So what do you mean by contributory causes? Now contributory causes are not the actual cause of the disease. They are not causing any disease, but they help the pathogen to cause the disease. So contributory causes are actually helping the pathogen, causes which help pathogen to cause the disease. So contributory, those causes which help pathogen, they are helping the pathogen to cause the disease or to have the disease. Like for example, let us take an example of say how do we get filarial worm? Through contaminated food and water. So what is the contributory cause? Contributory cause is contaminated food and water. It is not actually causing the disease but helping the pathogen to come in contact with the host like us human beings. So contributory causes help pathogen to cause the disease. So there are certain contributory causes given in your book. Let us discuss them one by one. So the first one is given as lack of clean drinking water. Okay, so if there is no clean drinking water, what will happen? We can get lot of disease causing microbes in the polluted water and we can get many diseases. Okay, number two, but let us discuss an colony. Suppose a colony is there and all of them are drinking the same water, but all of them are not having the same disease. All the people of the colony do not get the same disease at the same time. Why? So the second cause of the disease is lack of nourishment. So what is nourishment? Means eating of the food. So suppose we are drinking the water, but the immunity of the people, suppose 5 people are there, two are drinking, all of them are drinking the same polluted water, but then two of them are not eating well, means they are having low immunity, they have no ability to fight with the disease causing microbes, their body does not have the ability to fight with the disease causing microbes. Why? Because they are not eating the food well. But then three are there having a good nourishment, they are eating well, healthy food. So what will happen? Their body will have immunity or the ability to fight with the disease causing microbe. So if there is lack of nourishment, then also it will become a contributory cause. Then number C, genetic difference. Now what does this mean? Now if I ask you a question, in your family how many people are living? You, your father, mother, you and your brother or maybe sister, so maybe, or your grandparents may be there with you, so you may have 4 or 5 people living in the family, in your family. If I ask you a question, do all of them get sick at the same time? Do all of them get same disease at the same time? What is your answer? And I hope that your answer is no, all of them do not get sick at the same time. Why? Even if they are living in the same environment, they are eating, drinking same water, eating the same food, but then also some of them get sick and some of them do not get sick. It means that all of them do not get sick at the same time. One or two may get sick at the same time, but then all the members living in the family does not get sick at the same time. Why? Because of the genetic difference. We have different genes in our body, so different genes give us immunity. Okay, so because of the genetic difference, even if we live in the same environment, we eat same food, we drink same water, then also we do not have the disease at the same time because of the genetic difference. So genetic difference is also the contributory cause. It will not cause the disease, but it will help the microbe to cause the disease. And the number D or the fourth one can be considered as the first one also, lack of public hygiene या public services. Okay, lack of public services or public hygiene, so that is also one of the factor, and this can be included in this also. Lack of clean drinking water depends upon public services, because the clean drinking water should be supplied by the government. Okay, so government should supply the clean drinking water. So let us see what is given in the NCRT. So what causes disease? I have given you two causes are there. One is immediate cause and one other one is the contributory cause. Contributory cause does not cause the disease but help the microbe to cause the disease. So let us see, there is a story given here. What we think about causes of disease? We must remember that there are many levels of such causes. Let us look at an example. If there is a baby suffering from loose motions, we can say the cause of the disease is an infection. But the next question is, from where did this infection come from? Suppose we find that infection come from unclean drinking water, but many babies must have unclean drinking water. So why is it that one has developed loose motion and the other babies did not develop the loose motion? One reason is that baby is not healthy. Okay, why the baby is not healthy? Because perhaps because it is not well nourished. It is not eating the food well. So the actual cause of the disease is the virus. Suppose a virus is there. How does they get the virus? Because of the unclean drinking. So unclean drinking water is a contributory cause. Virus is the immediate cause. And why this baby is having, other babies are not having? Why? Because it lack of nourishment. Okay. So lack of good nourishment becomes second cause of the disease. Okay. Then but all the other people are also having drinking the same water and not having the disease. Why? because of the genetic difference. It is also possible that the baby has some genetic difference that makes it more likely to suffer from loose motions when exposed to a pathogen. So all the babies are not having, but this baby is having. Why? Because they are having genetic difference. I told you all members in a family does not catch the disease at the same time. Why? Because of the genetic difference. Some are suffering, some are not suffering. Let us see what is given here. So, or the poor nourishment alone, genetic difference or the poor nourishment alone does not lead to loose motion, but they do become contributory causes. It is written here, contributory causes. So why there were no clean drinking water? Because of lack of public services are poor. Okay, so it becomes the third cause of the baby's disease. So it is now obvious that all diseases will have immediate causes, that is the pathogen, and contributory causes, which is not actually causing the disease but helping the pathogen to cause the disease. I hope you have understood what are the different causes of the disease. Now let us talk about infectious and non-infectious causes. Okay, so infectious causes means, or if we talk about the infectious diseases means, the diseases which can be passed from infected person to a healthy person. For example, if you are sitting next to someone who is having common cold, then it is more likely that you will also suffer after 1 or 2 days with the common cold. Why? Because the person who is having common cold will sneeze, and the after sneezing the virus will come in the air, and through the air you may also breathe that virus in your lungs, and that virus will go in your body, and more likely that you will have the disease. Or someone is having say smallpox or chickenpox, someone is having chickenpox, and if you sleep in the bed of the person, if you live with that person and you share the same clothes, same bed, and what will happen? After some days you will also get infected with the chickenpox. Why? Because that disease can be easily passed from the infected person to a healthy person. So those diseases which can pass from infected person to the healthy person are called as infectious diseases, and they are passed by the agents or pathogens, and those are infectious causes. Okay, and they are external causes. External means they are present outside the body, the virus, bacteria, they can be passed from one infected person to the healthy person. Okay, so that is mean by infectious causes. And non-infectious causes means, suppose I am having a diabetes, and if you are sitting with me, can you get the diabetes? Suppose I am having blood pressure, suppose I am having any disease, I am having cataract, can I pass cataract to you? Can I pass high blood pressure to you? Can I pass diabetes to you? No, I cannot pass all these diseases to anyone sitting near me, because these are non-infectious diseases and they have non-infectious causes. Means the causes are internal. My body is having those causes and I cannot transfer that cause into your body. So these are non-infectious causes and they lead to non-infectious diseases. I hope this concept is clear. Let me tell you one more time. If the disease can be spreading from one person to another person, okay, that is a infectious, that is because of the infectious cause. And what is the cause? That is the pathogen. And if the disease cannot be passed from one infected person to the healthy person, then that is because of the non-infectious causes. Non-infectious causes are basically present inside our body, and the infectious causes are external agents like bacteria, virus, and all those agents which can cause the disease. So as we let us see what is given here in the NCERT. So as we have seen it, it is important to keep public health and community health factors in mind. We think about causes of diseases. We can take that approach a little further. It is useful to think of the immediate cause of the disease as belonging to two distinct types. One group of the causes is the infectious agents. So what are the infectious agents? Microbes, mostly microbes or microorganisms. Diseases, now underline from here and write in a note, diseases where microbes are the immediate causes are called as infectious diseases. which can spread from a healthy infected person to the healthy person. This is because the microbes can spread in the community and the disease they cause spread with them. That is what is happening with the coronavirus. It is an infectious agent. On the other hand, there are also diseases that are not caused by infectious agents. Then how they are caused? They are caused by no external factors are there, but there are internal factors are there. There are not external causes like microbes that can spread. Instead, they are mostly internal or non-infectious causes. For example, I have given you, if I am having a diabetes, can I transfer that diabetes to you? No. If I am having a um, high blood pressure, can I transfer that to you? No. But if I am having corona, I can easily transfer it to the next person sitting to me. For example, some cancers are caused by genetic abnormalities, means the difference in our genes. High blood pressure, excessive weight, lack of exercise. Can I transfer these problems to anyone? I cannot, because these are dependent inside, internal factors are there. They are dependent on my body in the internal factors, not on the external factors. You can think of many other disease where the immediate cause will not be infectious. Okay, so there are many diseases which does not have infectious agents. Okay, so we will continue in the next class. We will be continuing about the infectious agents. So make notes and read this yellow box also, which is given here, peptic ulcer and the Nobel Prize. Okay, thank you, students.